Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? Thanks so much for getting your work submitted. Let's go ahead and take a look at the three roughs. And, I think the first thing I want to mention is the use of the word graphic artist. Unless you have a reason for using it, I would recommend saying graphic designer. Graphic artist is kind of a dated term. It's almost synonymous with the term commercial artist. And it's since we're designers, since the dawn of the digital age, have become this all-encompassing designer. So we're doing everything. We're not just doing the art. We're doing the production, the pre-production, the post. We're doing everything. So I think the terminology has kind of changed to become accepted as graphic designer. That would be my recommendation. Or nothing at all, like you have up here. Okay, this design on the bottom, I think these all caps with this modern typeface, I don't think it's working. I think this is a really interesting combination between this typeface and this script typeface. And I think that's kind of neat. But as far as using the all caps up here, this is almost looking too much like you're an attorney. It's really like stoic and, almost, what's the word? Bravado, almost like, almost super masculine, like corporate. Okay. And plus you've got EBECC, and that type combination right there is really difficult in all caps, as we can see. It just looks kind of difficult. It's your name. You've been looking at it your whole life. Don't you agree? Okay, so I would say that one is out for those reasons. This one with your signature, I'm going to go ahead and say that if we back off on that, and this is one of my favorite tricks, is I just back off like this, and we can see clearly at this size, it's clearly falling apart. It's just not usable because it's not scalable. It can be, but I don't want to lead you astray here and say to use this, because I don't think it's a good idea to use either Rebecca A. What I'm getting to, Rebecca, is this. I think this is far superior to these two. I think this is too difficult to read. It's going to fall apart at smaller sizes. It's not going to scan well. Believe it or not, yes, we still scan. And there's really no contrast to speak of. The light gray kind of recedes, so that's kind of hiding behind your name. So I think this one isn't working. This one I think is really interesting. I really like this a lot, actually. And the thing I like about it is its objectivity. And I would be willing to hire this designer here before I would hire this designer or this designer, only because this designer is showing restraint. Okay, a couple of suggestions. Let's move in here and take a look at this. I think the mark RA is too small in relationship, the spatial relationship. That's too small in relationship to the size of the letter forms. I'm okay using lowercase. That's fine. It's kind of chic. But what I would recommend is this: is find another typeface in the family and see if you can come up with a thinner typeface, like a thin, and type and set your name thinner than your last name. Or conversely, set your last name thicker than your, whatever way you want to look at it. But that'll add a little bit of enough variety to realize that that's not one word. Right now, even though it's two colors, the kerning here is such that this could be, it's kind of difficult and you have to look at it a couple of times before you realize that it's Rebecca Ankeny. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? So I would recommend that and see how that works first. If it's still kind of ambiguous, just add a little bit of space in between the H and the A. All right, that and then the size relationship here, work on that. But other than that, I think that's really going to be a gorgeous mark. And that would be my recommendation moving forward. Okay, any questions, comments, please feel free to get with me. Okay, thanks, Rebecca. Good job.